What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing a review on Zarax and Zork Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA 2-pack, and I know I did that kind of backwards, but it'll be fine. Anyway, let's hop into the review. So these guys, to the top of their main thing, are 7.5 inches on Zarax, and on Zork here I think it's just a little bit over that. It's almost right at 8 inches, just a little under 8 inches, and they do have tails which add to their length on shelf. Let me see if I can get this dude. It comes out about 4.5 inches outwards on a shelf, in case you were wondering that measurement as well. Okay, so here are the accessories to Zarax and Zork. We have this big bazooka-like weapon here. That's what I'm going to go with, is that it's a bazooka. That area is for their large knuckles or their large fingers, excuse me, to fit right in there, which it's very handy the way they did that. And it looks like that there would be some room for a blast effect hole to go there. It does not come with any blast effects, but very nicely done. We do have this sniper type weapon, which is also very well done. Would have liked to see the scope painted a little bit like that, a light blue, but overall very nice work. NECA always does good on the accessories. Now here we have two gauntlets with these wing things, like these armor plate things to go over their hands. My gauntlets are nicely secured on the figure, and until otherwise I will not be switching my gauntlets around because I have enough problems with gauntlets anyway. Here we have this type of weapon, which I think is a pretty common weapon with Triceratons. I do not have any other Triceratons. All I'm going based off is like eBay stuff, but very nicely done weapon. They have like this little green paint in there, which looks like it appears to be a scanner. That scope paint does not continue to the back side, but that's fine. Here we have Zork's hands. We have this a set of sprawled out hands. The other one's on him, which is very, very nice. And then we have these closed hands that have holes in the fists to where you could put like a spear or something down in there. And in here you have a set of sprawled out hands for Zarax, and they both come with right hand trigger fingers, and then again with the fist with the hole in it for Zarax. Hope I'm saying their names right, not sure. But overall, pretty good assortment of accessories. A little bit low for these 2-packs, but it's fine. I'm only going to do Zork's articulation because they share a lot of the same sculpt. I will point out one thing with the head differences, but that'll be it. His head can move up surprisingly well for a beefy figure that he is. His head can look down that far, which is kind of neutral, but kind of gives you that menacing look. He does have some pretty good tilt, and his head barely goes all the way around. It's a little tight on the trip, but it can be done. His mouth does come open to about there, so you can have a nice expression change with that without having to have an extra head sculpt. His arm goes almost all the way around. It kind of runs into a problem with the shoulder pads. His arm can come out that far. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed arms, which are very nice, which go pretty much all the way. His hand swivels with an in and out hinge. Same on the trigger fingers, they're not up and down. His torso can go forward about like that. And he does have some arc back. It's a little bit restricted because of the belt and stuff. I wouldn't do it a whole lot because of the belt. But it does have like good tilt there. And the leg, oh well, hold on, the tail back here can go down like so. It can go up about neutral. It does swivel all the way around. It is on a ball joint, and it does go side to side very well. He can kick out pretty good. He can kick back pretty good as well. He has a nice little thigh cut right there. He is on ball joints, and his leg kicks out that far. Now on my figures, the yeah, there we go, a nice crispy joint. Hold on. These double jointed knees go almost all the way, since they are beefy legs. There is no boot swivel, but he does have an his hinge goes up that far. It can go down that far, and very nice rocker there. Now the only thing I'm going to point out on Zarax's articulation is that the head doesn't go up as far, but it goes up to about there. His head doesn't go down as far. His head does do all the regular motions. His arms can't go all the way around like Zarax's can. And his shoulder is limited in movement. But here on the torso you have much better movement because of there not being a belt and a strap that goes down to the belt connecting the torso to the waist. That's the only differences that I spot in the articulations. Now with these two figures, there is a lot going on with details, and NECA knocked it out of the ballpark with their cartoon figures, and it is shown here. These two figures look amazing. I really love all the paints that they use for the heads. I like how you can tell that they're of the same kind, but they don't look the same. And you know, having these two really makes me want to get the other Triceraton 2-pack and have like a little Triceraton trio going on, because all of NECA's Triceratons in the cartoon line do not share the same head sculpts, which I really love. It kind of gives them all a nice little individual quality about them that makes them more equalized, which I really like. But yeah, these heads are just nice. These heads are great. There's not a speck of detail missed anywhere on them. I really love how they got like the spots on there. And you got another spot over there. Holy crap, hold on. He's a little bit top heavy with his tail, but if you get him in the right position, he's fine. I love the like little paint, like the black tracing on them, that really make them very cartoony. And if I could get him to stand up, it'd be great. Very nice figure. Same thing on this figure. This figure doesn't really have any of those brown spots, but he does pretty good because he's kind of like he's kind of like a younger one, I would be guessing. I never watched the old school show. I only know a couple things of the old school show. Moving down to the torsos. Great detailed torsos. They're really nice, especially on Zarax here. I really like all the the dual shading here. You got this nice blue color going into this almost periwinkle color, which are very nice. And then I always love the tails that they put on these figures. They're just sometimes a pain in the butt to get on, but I didn't have any issues getting these figures tails on, which really surprised me when I didn't have any issues. I like that he's kind of got his like loin cloth, excuse me, got that loin cloth action going on. Then on here, it's more dual shading here, just with a brown, with a more lighter brown going down to a chocolate brown, which continues on the diaper as well. I do like how they have all the like straps and the nice little line detail there. The shoulder pads look good. I mean, the arms on both of them look good. There's a little bit of gappage on the bicep, but that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me like it does some people. And then these legs, I think, are both reused. I don't think there's a difference between the two legs, but very nice sculpt work on there. And yeah, these aren't sculpted on, but they're painted on, which are they look like they're sculpted on, but they're not. And I really love how the feet look. I love how they got the black tracing even down here to the toenails. Very nice. Here's two of the turtles from the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack, which, just to give you a nice little like comparison between these two, or between these four, of how bigger the Triceratons are. But I think, I have this stock brown figure here, and they are about the size of a regular Ultimate, but they are very beefy figures, which I really, really love in NECA figures, of how big their figures can be. And I really love how Leonardo and Michelangelo look with Zarax and Zork. So overall, I really love these two wonderful Triceratons. They are very, very nice. I really love how they look, how they feel in hand, how posable they are. You can get them into very great poses, which I really love in a figure. And NECA always knocks these Turtles figures out of the ballpark. I don't really have any major gripes, except for the belt connected, except for this thing being connected to the belt. That's my only major gripe with these figures. But yeah, overall, I'd recommend them to a friend. But I hope you all have had a very blessed day, and if you all enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, then please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it a lot. And if you all enjoy my overall content, then please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that as well. And if you all want to get notified for when I next make videos, then please hit the notification bell. I would appreciate that as well. So, I will see you all in the next review. Bye.